Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is frosting, but we're going to make coconut milk buttercream frosting. And I went ahead and started to cream my butter, and I'm using 1.5 cups of butter. You don't want it to get too soft, so don't let it sit out too long from the refrigerator. I went ahead and started to cream that. What the next thing we're going to do is we're going to keep adding up to 8 cups of powdered sugar. Now this is going to make a very large recipe. After you see it, if you think it's too large, we'll just cut it in half. Sometimes you can use even less than 8 cups. You could use 6 to 8. It really depends on the thickness that you want. And of course you're going to need coconut milk. Now I usually use 12 tablespoons, and when I put it into my measuring cup, it came out to be about 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons. So however you want to do that. So all I'm going to really do is just keeping the powdered sugar with the coconut milk to the butter till it really beats and comes together well. And generally that should take you about 5 minutes or so. But I'm going to move it along to the video and do it much quicker than that. When the mixer is running, I won't be talking, so you won't be missing anything. That type of thing. So just give you a heads up on that, okay? So we're going to turn the mixer on, and then I'm going to just start adding the dry with the wet. Now I'm putting in about a cup at a time, because that's what this actually measures that I'm using, the stainless steel cup. And I'm putting it in only when it needs it. And I'm mixing it on about low. Now this frosting really goes well. I have a coconut milk cake recipe video that this really tastes fantastic on it. Yet you can put this frosting really on any type of cake, especially if you like coconut flavoring. I'm going to raise my speed. That it is starting to come together. Okay. The longer you beat it, though, the fluffier it does become. Putting the rest of all this powdered sugar in. I want to keep the speed down, otherwise you can see your powdered sugar is going to go all over your countertop. I'm going to use the rest of the coconut milk. And I'll put these away. Now I'm going to raise my speed. Now this is when you really start to beat it, and you want to spend the time doing that, okay? But so I'm going to raise it just a little bit more. As I mentioned, I would beat it a lot longer than this. Now, if you find that it's still a little too thin or something, just add a little bit of powdered sugar to it, or watch how much of the coconut milk that you put in, because it's really up to you how, how thick or thin that you want your frosting. That's why I suggested that you might only use 6 cups instead of 8, that type of thing. So you'll have to be, the judge of it. Now, when the butter does warm up in the kitchen and warm up in the bowl, it does get a little thinner. If that's the case, then I like to put mine in the refrigerator for, a little bit, that type of thing. But you can see what this frosting turns out to be. Again, you do want to beat this for quite a while because you don't want it separating on you, all right? I have a cake that's been semi-frosted here, and in fact, it's one of my coconut milk cakes. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the top. Now, keep in mind, I generally beat this for a lot longer than this, but I, want to just show you what it can look like. It really makes a lot of frosting. I generally can cover, one cake very successfully with a little left over. It depends really how much you like to put on a cake, how much frosting that you like, how much you're going to use, that type of thing. But as I mentioned, if you think it's too large of a batch, that type of thing, then just cut it in half. Not to worry about that, okay? And just to show you a little bit of what it looks like. I'll have a finished picture of this cake once I finish beating it properly for the amount of time and finishing it up for you to see the final product of this coconut milk buttercream frosting. Well, that's it for me for today. I want to thank you for watching Diane Lovetobake. If you try this buttercream recipe and you like it, well, leave a comment because I like to hear from you. And as always, I want to thank you again for watching, and you'll find my videos only on YouTube. So please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.